The 12th of August 2020, St Johnstone manager Callum Davidson was preparing for his second game in management away to Rangers. Fast forward a year and he's won 2 trophies with St Johnstone and is preparing for a game against Turkish giants Galatasaray that could guarantee European football until Christmas at McDiarmid Park. If you'd have told him that or anybody that a year ago, I think you'd been laughed right down the street where you stood. My name is Ben Banks, and today's video looking at St Johnstone versus Galatasaray in the third qualifying round of the Europa League. St Johnstone are no strangers to this sort of stage in European football, having qualified for numerous of the Europa League campaigns in the last few seasons under Tommy Wright. Under Callum Davidson, the club has gone to a new level in just a year. They've won 2 trophies, and now they've given themselves a realistic shot of progressing past the Turkish giants, well famed across the world, and moving into the playoff round of the Europa League, where even if they lost at the Europa League playoff stage, they would drop into the group stages of the Europa Conference League, where teams such as Tottenham and Roma could be waiting for them. So it's a massive night. It's going to be pretty much a sellout at McDiarmid Park. Not the Old Firm will be there to hear all the post-match reaction and provide updates and stuff in the game. So do follow us on Twitter if you are into that, and as well as that, please do subscribe on our YouTube channel so we can continue bringing content like this out. So yeah, we're going to hear from Callum Davidson, St Johnstone manager, and of course Murray Davidson as well, who's been at St Johnstone over 350 appearances, I think it is, but I doubt he's going to have experienced a game like this before, like many in the St Johnstone dressing room. 1-1 draw in the first leg. I suppose we'll start there before we move on to the interviews. An amazing game for St Johnstone again. I don't think they thought it could get much better after winning the League Cup last year and winning the Scottish Cup. But to go over to Galatasaray, well, they weren't in their natural home. They were playing at their rivals Istanbul Başakşehir. I think I've completely butchered that, but we'll move swiftly on from it. And an intimidating atmosphere. I think there was still a good 4-figure sum there in attendance watching that. Fierce fans over there, as they're well known for Galatasaray, and St Johnstone more than matched them. They got ahead in the tie through a Jason Kerr penalty, and Muslera sent off the experienced goalkeeper. A bit of a moment of madness for him. Yeah, Jason Kerr, the centre-back, stepped up. I think I looked on in 2015 or 2016, I think it was 2015, he was securing a season-long loan move to East Fife, when at the same time Galatasaray's Arda Turan was moving to Barcelona for 25 million, which pretty much just highlights the journey some of these St Johnstone players have been on in that sort of time frame. And unfortunately, Sasha Bowie went up the other end for Galatasaray to make it 1-8. They have got a real chance of going through here, St Johnstone. It's going to be a huge ask. They are going to be massive underdogs again, but they don't mind that. St Johnstone. So yeah, really looking forward to it, and hopefully they can get through, because it would be a massive boost, I think, for Scottish football to see someone other than Celtic and Rangers in the group stages. Even though it's, some might say, UEFA's third-rate European competition, it would be a massive boost to see another Scottish club competing on the European front into in the Christmas time as well. No doubt it would be giving St Johnstone a massive financial boost, which is the least they deserve after the 12 months they have had under Callum Davidson. Going to move straight on to the interviews now. We'll hear first from Murray Davidson, St Johnstone midfielder. He speaks about the magnitude of the tie, Ali McCann's performance over there. I think St Johnstone's Twitter team quoted him at 40 million, and the way he's playing now, he's probably not going to be far off it one day, and lots of other different bits and bobs. Have a look.
Yeah, huge excitement about this one, not just because of the game, but also because it seems like it's maybe heading for a sellout as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first game when the tie came out, we wanted to bring it back to St Johnstone and bring it back to Perth with the tie still alive. We've done that, and obviously tickets are on sale now. They seem to, we're heading for a sellout. Hopefully we can get a few through the gates, and as a squad, we're all buzzing for it.
You've had a lot of great European nights over the years, and it just seems that everything's kind of even up a notch this time as well. It's such a big name in European football. You've done so well out there as well. Do you feel the confidence has never been higher going into such a big game like this?
Yeah, we are confident. We're a confident group, but you're probably right when you say that there is probably an extra buzz because Galatasaray are such a big name. Going out there, we were just speaking about it there, it was a crazy but an experience that I'll live with for a long time. And we enjoyed it because we played well and we worked hard and defended well as a team, but also posed a threat going the other way. So there's a buzz about Perth since I've came back. I stay in Perth, so I've spoke to a lot of people about the place, and there is a buzz about the place. And as I keep saying, we just can't wait to get out there on Thursday and hopefully have a big crowd behind us and see where it takes us.
Similar theme. I mean, how much belief can you take from the shift that you put in over there going into this game, and has it given you an added confidence perhaps that you can get the job done and progress in the competition?
Well, yeah, I think a performance like that against such a big team and a very good team at that, then I think you're always going to take confidence from that, but without being arrogant or anything like that. We knew, I mean, you just have to look at last year. We got results against Celtic and Rangers. We know on our day, you don't win 2 cups if you're a bad team. You don't finish top 6 if you're a bad team. So we knew, without being overconfident, as I said, we knew we were capable of getting a result. Never once did anybody in the squad say, we're going to do this, we're going to beat Galatasaray. It was just a case of do what you do what the manager drilled into us, that we had to be organised, we had to work hard. And it's probably it was a very physical, tough game in that heat. It was different the first 30 minutes. I think, speaking to a few of our squad, it was a totally different tempo. It was hard to get your breath because it was so humid. But I thought once we got past the first half an hour, I thought we posed more of a threat going forward. And I think you've seen we did create chances on the break as well. So we know it's only half time, so to speak. So it's 1-1. We've gave ourselves an opportunity. I'm sure, as we keep saying, the place will be buzzing on Thursday, and yeah, we're confident. But without being too overconfident, we've never said we're going to do this or that. As a squad, the managers, everyone, we just can't wait to get out there and see McDermott Park hopefully rocking, and hopefully we can create another wee bit of history. Yeah, I thought I said to Ali straight after the game, I mean, I played beside him, I thought he was outstanding. But it didn't surprise us. We see it every day in training. I've always said that the one thing about Ali, the biggest compliment I can give him, is he doesn't get carried away. So he's a very level-headed, whatever age he is, 21-year-old. He doesn't get carried away. And it was the same when I got asked questions regarding when he was away with Northern Ireland, would he be fazed by it? And it's the same. If it's a training session or a game in Galatasaray, he's got the same approach. He's got a quiet confidence in himself. He's not one that's going to go about shouting in the dressing room before, but you can see he's got a confidence within himself and he's assured in himself. So his performance the other night, I thought, was really, really good. I thought he was brilliant. I thought pressing the ball. I thought his composure on the ball. I don't think he could have done any more. And I mean, of course, he's took his self to another level with that performance. And I think if any teams are looking at him with the other night, you've got to be impressed, because I was 10 yards for him half it and I thought he was outstanding.
And of course, we'll hear from St Johnstone manager Callum Davidson, who speaks of the magnitude of this tie, what it means for St Johnstone if they did manage to get through, and as well as that, the hard work that's gone on behind the scenes at St Johnstone. I think it perhaps is underappreciated, perhaps is the right word, how much work has gone on behind the scenes. I'm not saying this, nobody's paid me to do it, although I am expected to check the mail. A very small number, like at most provincial clubs, they've not exactly got hundreds of people working behind the scenes. It's very small, I think a handful, maybe even less than that, of people trying to work out the logistics of selling out a game, a big European game at McDermott Park that pretty much only comes around once in a generation, perhaps. I think it's going to be the biggest attended game at McDermott Park in a couple of decades, at least in my lifetime anyway. So yeah, a huge amount of work to them, and Callum Davidson pays a wee tribute to them at the end. But have a look and see what you think.
Yeah, fine. Do you know, it's one of those we probably don't really notice. You know, I think for probably more myself, you know, I noticed the buzz about the place. Everyone's working unbelievably hard behind the scenes, you know, to get ready. It's a game of a huge magnitude for St Johnstone, which we don't really prepare for, and we don't really kind of have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. So, you know, all credit to everybody behind the scenes, try to get everything organised. Just out of COVID, you know, possibly a full house. So there's a lot of things to do, and, you know, big thanks to them.
You obviously got such a fantastic result over there. Now you've got them back at your place. It's all to play for. Is there any reason why you guys can't go and get the job done, claim another scalp and progress in the competition?
Maybe £50 million worth probably isn't a reason. So, no, I think, listen, I think the result was fantastic. It was a phenomenal result for us. I think Galatasaray, I've watched the game back, their movement, how they interchange, how they play is real top class. And we've just got to make sure we're not going gung-ho and we're not going at them full pelt, and we don't expose ourselves and create spaces for them to go and counter and play against us. I think it has to be a kind of tactical game where we need to make sure we're really hard to play against. And from that, we build on it and we try and get our opportunities to score and try and sort of limit Galatasaray a number of opportunities and chances on the other end.
And obviously, just finally for me, Callum, it's heading for a sell-out the game tomorrow night. I mean, how important will the home support be, a noisy home support be, in helping you guys hopefully get over the line?
Yeah, probably going to be unusual again a little bit because it's the first time we've really had it here for a while. But I think everybody's here to watch it, enjoy it, and hopefully we can help them on that way with the first 25 minutes of the game. If it's not going our way, I think that's probably the biggest time that we'll probably need them to help us. If we do go down or something like that, I think that's the point, and we need the support. That's why they're here, to help encourage the boys and make sure we can keep going, because I think it's just a result, not just only for St Johnstone, but probably Scottish football too.
I think yesterday Galatasaray signed some Danish international for upwards of 10 million. If that just highlights it must be so exciting. I doubt he'll play, but it just highlights the challenger players have got and the excitement of playing guys on this sort of level. Yeah,
definitely. That's where they are. Delighted he won't be involved because obviously I don't think registration will be through in time. But yeah, it just shows the calibre. I think they're a team that have got really good players, and able to sort of go and get people they want, so to speak. So, but again, that's what we're up against. That's why the result over there was so good for us. And I think people, a lot of people in sport realise how good a result it was. So again, it's going to be so tough on Thursday night, and we must stress that we must keep fighting till the end, and keep giving ourselves a chance to try and get a result in the game.
You've obviously shifted so many tickets, but does it just happen with click of a finger? How much work has gone on behind the scenes, especially in the last 24 hours?
I think a credible amount of work. I think it's we've basically gone from hardly any staff upstairs last season because of COVID. When we weren't dealing with this sort of situation, I think the people upstairs have been brilliant. They're working 24/7. Since the sort of crowd allocation got in, I think people have been working till 1, 2 in the morning. They're putting their, I wouldn't say bodies on the line for us, but they are. They're putting everything out there to try and make it a successful day. And I can't thank them enough for that, because without them, probably wouldn't be possible to get this sort of crowd support behind for the game.
Just finally from me, I think 12th of August last year, you were going into your second game as a manager. And now sort of 12 months on, you're here to play Galatasaray for, even if you don't get through to the group stages, Europa League, playing group stage football in Europe until December. I'm assuming that probably exceeded your expectations.
Yeah, definitely. I think European games are brilliant. This is why you're talking about European nights and binding the floodlights at McDermott with a full house. I think that's what all St Johnstone players, fans, myself, coaches, the hierarchy, it's what we want. It's what you want to remember, and really look forward to it. No matter what happens, enjoy the occasion. Basically need to play the team, enjoy the occasion, really, and that's what we'll try to do on Thursday.
And that's all I've got time for on this. We hope you do enjoy. If you're a St Johnstone fan, best of luck. And to St Johnstone as a whole, best of luck to them. It would be really, really nice to see them go through against Galatasaray. It would be one of Scottish football's biggest achievements. And I don't think St Johnstone fans ever thought that the 2 cup wins from last season could ever be topped. But perhaps, arguably, this might just do it. And if Callum Davidson manages to get St Johnstone into the group stages of European football along with 2 cups, he's already St Johnstone's greatest ever manager. But I mean, if he gets through this, then they'll be naming the stadium and all the stands after him. And yeah, I would be lost for words if they did manage to get through this. But again, you would not write them all. So we hope you do enjoy. If you are at McDermott Park tonight, enjoy your night. Do remember to subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to us. And until next time. Take care.